right, everybody, welcome back to the playground. And today I have downloaded a mod that adds bees into People Playground. And let me tell you guys, these are not normal bees. They are vicious. I'm not joking. And today, my goal is to try and survive a swarm of 1,000 bees through any means necessary. And again, I know this sounds really stupid, but I want to quickly show you guys how vicious these bees are. So we have a person right here, and a little bit a ways away, I have a clump of like 1,000 bees right here. And I'm gonna unpause time, and you're going to watch these bees swarm this guy like you would not believe. And they're going to kill him instantly. So let me quickly unpause time, and there's not even that many bees. And let me quickly go in the inspect menu here, and they're literally shredding this guy. And there's like literally only 100 bees. Look how fast this dude is dying. That was like what, 10 seconds? So just imagine if there's 1,000 bees. So with this being said, will I be able to survive a swarm of 1,000 bees? Well, we're about to find out because we're gonna start the challenge right now. Okay, so as I just showed you, those bees are very vicious, and I'm pretty sure they can also go through walls. So that's the first thing I'm gonna test. I'm just gonna build a simple shelter here, you know, brick wall, add a roof on top, and boom! Look at that, a nice little shelter. Now we just have to quickly spawn the bees in, and hopefully the building will keep them out. But I have a suspicion that it won't. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I spawned in a bunch of bees, and I'm gonna go in slow motion just so you can see the carnage that's about to happen. Unless they can't go through walls, which that's obviously not true because all of these bees right here is just face through the wall, and they're eating my guy alive right now. Okay, we're off to a really good start right now. So, you know, that obviously didn't work, so we're gonna have to up the ante a little bit. So I'm still gonna count this as attempt number 1. I'm just curious to see if I, you know, like double layer the walls maybe, or make the area a little bit smaller. I'm curious to know if these bees have like a range of which they can phase through walls. All I tested to see is if they could go through walls, and obviously they can, but maybe there's a limit to how many walls they can go through. So let me quickly build a really nice brick house here, like a penthouse. Oh, look at this right here. This is something you see down in Dubai right here. Look at this. That's a piece of real estate. So I guess let's put our guy inside our penthouse we just built for him. So how's your stay, buddy? It's a little bit cramped. It's actually more like a New York apartment. He can't even stand up straight. He has to stand diagonally. That's all right though. That's probably gonna be the least of his concerns because there's gonna be 1,000 bees waiting for him outside. Let me quickly spawn them in. I'm smashing my keyboard to spawn them in. I've spawned the bees in. I'm going to go in slow motion again, even though I don't think it's gonna help. And yep, the bees still go through all of the walls almost instantaneously. Okay, well, oh, I think he just killed himself. Well, I would probably too. These bees are ruthless. Dude, I'm telling you, this challenge might be impossible. Building a house is not gonna work. We're gonna have to up the ante a lot more. Look how ruthless these bees are. And then after he dies, they just all spread out because they've had their fun. They've had their fill. Look how messed up they made this guy look. Like, this is the face of a man that's gone through some stuff. Okay, so that obviously didn't work, but I do have an idea. What if I made a wall of flamethrowers that didn't tip over? But the idea is, what if I had a wall of like active flamethrowers and they just burned all the bees to the ground? That could work. I don't even know if these bees are technically alive. Like, is this even gonna work? Are they even alive? These bees might be like some demigod entity that can just phase through walls and stuff. This might not even affect them. I guess there's only one way to know, really. So we have like our walls of flamethrowers here. Now we just need to activate it to hook up to all of these. Watch this work, and then I just basically don't have a video because I did this challenge super quick. I don't think this is gonna work, but we gotta give it a shot at least. Let me quickly see. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, why are you guys shooting in bursts up here? Okay, hold on. There's something weird going on here. Why are these flamethrowers shooting, but the ones up top aren't? Are they broke? Hold on, I have to do some testing here because I got some defective flamethrowers. Let me try this again. Okay, so it made the problem significantly worse. Why? Why are you guys shooting in bursts? Hello? It's also lagging my game. What is going on? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to revamp the design, I guess. Apparently you can't have that many flamethrowers. There's a legal limit. So I guess we'll just use one really massive flamethrower. I guess that's the conclusion. Does it even shoot a bigger flame? Oh, yeah, she does. Okay, then we just need a really big flamethrower on all sides then. I guess that's what we have to do. Okay, will this work? There we go. This will, in fact, work. Perfect. So now we just spawn the bees and this massive flamethrower into the gates of hell, and maybe, just maybe, they all will burn in hell. These aren't your typical bumblebees that pollinate flowers. No, no, no. They're pollinating the gates of hell. These are not bees that should stay alive. And hopefully you all burn. Or not. Okay, cool. Well, actually, the bees are so far away from the guy right now that they don't even see him. However, they will eventually journey over here. But for now, the flamethrower is just so big that the bees can't get to him. But no, the flames do not affect the bees. Presumably, at some point, there's gonna be some bees that get far away from the pack and start... Uh-oh. There's already a few over here. But you gotta duck and cover. Duck and cover. This would be a cheap way to win, too, if the bees just couldn't find him. But they obviously can. Technically, he's still alive, and the challenge is still going. But, I mean, this is kind of a loss. This dude's just being stung all the hell right now. You know how bad this would probably feel. Probably even worse than standing out in front of this massive flamethrower. Which, by the way, I do want to test while we're waiting for our guy to die. Is this super strong? No. This dude's gonna die to the bees before he dies to the flamethrower. Yeah. Hey, dude, can you hurry up and die already so I can, like, start the next attempt? Dude, let me help you out, dude. This is probably a painful death. We'll just move you out to the crowd here. You can go join your friend. All right. Yeah, this didn't work. Okay, on the same sort of idea, what if I used decimators instead and they just deleted the bees? This should work. I don't see why this wouldn't work. Having a bunch of decimators just delete the bees? I mean, this should actually work. Like, I actually think there's a chance that this works, unlike the flamethrowers. I just gotta make sure that every wall is coated in decimator. No, 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 no! I forgot to freeze the top ones. Okay. Okay, but I think you guys see the method I'm going for here. I think this should work. Okay, look at this right here. My Fortress of Solitude right here. Let's put our guy inside. There you go. Another penthouse in Dubai. My concern is that there is gaps right here that the bees could easily fly through, but maybe that won't be a concern, I guess. Let me spawn in the bees here. Let's hope all of them die. It's like an electric fly swatter. Okay, I spawned the bees, and I guess we'll see if these bees are affected by the decimators or not. I have no clue how this is gonna go, but unpausing time, and the bees go right through the decimator. Wow, this is great. So the decimator does nothing to these bees. Well, dude, I got some bad news for you. Your penthouse in Dubai is not looking as good as it once did. Yeah, sorry about that, dude. I thought this would work. These bees have some sort of like ancient powers that just allows them to phase through anything. Like they're completely unaffected by the hold on. Are the bees even affected by spawning a black hole? Do they even care? No, the bees don't even care if there's a black hole here. That really shows you the strength of these bees. How is this possible? How do the bees not get affected by the... whatever. Okay, I got a really stupid idea, but I think it could work. So obviously the bees lock onto people, right? So what if we got a bunch of people, and not just normal people, but people with, hold on, invincibility syringes. Basically, invincible human meat shields surrounding our guy. So they won't die to the bee stings, they'll be permanently invincible, and they'll protect our guy forever. Listen to me, this could actually work. This would be an amazing victory. I'm making a human meat shield. Literally, I've tried this in like every single challenge I've ever done on this channel, and this might be the first time it actually works. And I'm praying it does. Okay, I'm gonna spawn in the bees here, and we're gonna all pray that the bees go right onto the invincibility guys and not honed into our guy in the yellow shirt over here. This could be the quickest challenge I've ever had on this channel before. I so hope this works because it'd be so funny if this actually does end up working. But I also want to make sure there's enough bees here that if this does work, you guys don't call me out for cheating. So I am spamming. I don't know how many bees there are here. My game honestly might crash. It's already lagging and I'm paused. So I'm gonna slow down time and let's just pray that the bees lock on to everybody else but our guy. Oh, okay, the circle's getting a little bit big here. They're actually locking on to everybody else. Holy crap, the bees are locked on to the crowd here. They are not going after our guy. Please, no, 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 no. Stay away. My game is lagging so bad right now. No, please don't sting this guy. He's not tasty. I know he looks like a flower with his yellow shirt and everything, but look at this meat pile right here. Look at all these guys. Oh, he's getting stung a little bit. He's got a little acne blemish here. No, why are you guys going for him still? Well, maybe these bees will unlock from him and they'll go back over to the crowd here. Yeah, he's gonna die. There's like more and more bees over here. They must really like him. You know, I really thought this one would work. Okay, I have an idea. So obviously the bees will attack no matter what. So what if I defend the guy with ballistic armor? If you can't beat him, you're not really joining them, but you can protect yourself. So I'm gonna equip this guy with so much ballistics armor that he gets a concussion. And we're gonna pray that the bee stings can't penetrate ballistical armor. We're gonna give this guy a life syringe, but I'm not gonna leave it in. I'm just gonna heal his concussion. That would be cheating if I left it in him. And we're gonna spawn the bees. Obviously his legs are still open to being stung, but his most vital organs are protected. So let's hope the armor protects him. Once again, I'm gonna spawn in enough bees to make sure, you know, this counts. Okay, I spawned in the swarm of bees. We're going in slow motion. We're just gonna all pray that the ballistics armor will keep him safe. There's a chance it does, and there's a higher chance it doesn't. But, you know, we can hope. Wait a second. He's still being drained super fast. I don't think he's being drained as fast, especially since you can see that his legs got, like, instantly killed. But, he's still dying extremely quick. We're in 17% speed, and he still probably died in under 10 seconds. The armor did absolutely nothing to help. Hold on, this is kind of funny. I don't know if this even worked and or counts, but I have this mod that gives someone Ultra Instinct, which if you don't know what that is, basically what this does is it allows people to like dodge bullets effectively. So I'm gonna quickly try and shoot this guy. This guy like can't take damage. Like if I try shooting him, he'll just like phase right through the bullet. This guy has Ultra Instinct abilities. Now with that being said, can he survive a swarm of 1,000 bees? I spawned the bees in and let's just pray that this dude's Ultra Instinct powers allow him to dodge the bee stings. No, cannot dodge bee stings. stings. He can dodge a bullet, but nope, he can't dodge any bee stings. That's just too much. Yep, he can dodge all the bullets he wants, but as soon as the bees come out to play, he can't figure it out, I guess. Even a person with ultra instinct can't fare against these bees. The only possible way I can foresee you surviving a pack of bees, and we all do it when we see them. You wanna know what it is? Hold on, I still gotta spawn more, so I have to build up suspense and keep rambling on. Is by running away, or in this case, driving away. I have strapped a person to the top of this car, and I don't think this is illegal because the bees are still spawning pretty close to him. He's just getting away from them. So please, dude, drive as fast as you can. Even though you're technically not in the vehicle, you need to drive for your life. This is a very slow start. You need to drive a little bit faster. We're getting in the swarm here. Oh, he's getting stung a lot. Get out of there. Goodbye, bees. Does that count? There they all are. Goodbye. We got away from the bees, some minor injuries, but I mean, we still escaped, right? Okay, we're gonna crash. We're gonna crash here. If he survives this, we're good. That's all that matters. Please survive. I would say he actually is perfectly fine. All right, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this should count. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this probably shorter video. And I mean, I kind of did cheat a little bit, but I mean, I think I still followed the rules mostly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.